In today's mini pup news, a few new merch items and little hints at story elements have come out. These were shown 2 or 3 days ago, but with the interesting things from the new game to cover, it all got pushed back a little. But hey, I'm covering it now. Spin Master actually put out a press release about the toy collection being unveiled, but only actually showed 4 pictures, which is a bit of an odd strategy. And for some reason, Good Housekeeping and only Good Housekeeping had a 5th. So, let's add that. There we go. I don't know why only they had it, or why the image file has an Amazon file name. But whatever. The article has info on new toys, some but not all of them with a picture to match, so let's read it and pull up the pics as they come. There's something instantly exciting for kids about bringing together 2 themes they love, puppies and dinosaurs, said Doug Wadley, Spin Master's president of toys. PAW Patrol, the Dino Movie, invites preschoolers into a bold new world of adventure, and our toy collection captures that excitement and scale. Full of innovation, while also expertly designed for preschoolers, each toy sparks storytelling and imaginative play. With a range of price points across vehicles, plush, playsets, and roleplay, there is something for every occasion. From everyday surprises to must-have holiday gifts for preschoolers and PAW Patrol fans. Hey, a bit of acknowledgement. You know, they didn't say preschoolers who are PAW Patrol fans. They said separately preschoolers and PAW Patrol fans. Maybe I'm stretching. Highlights from the PAW Patrol The Dino Movie collection include... Okay, the first 2 we've seen and covered in detail already, so let's go over them quickly. Dino Mobile HQ. The Dino Mobile HQ is a 2-in-1 vehicle and command center. By detaching and lifting the HQ, the vehicle transforms into the movie's iconic headquarters. Includes Chase, his vehicle, and a ramp launcher to send him into action. Compatible with theme and basic vehicles, this HQ also features lights, sounds, and incredible sculpt details for endless rescue adventures. And then that's retailing for $80. Then, of course, the Megasaurus Dino vehicle. Rocky's recycling truck rolls in with a dino-sized surprise. By pressing the light bar, a 2-foot inflatable dino will pop out, ready to ride, squish, and play. When it's dino downtime, the dino can be packed back in the truck and ready to be inflated again and again. Complete with movie sounds, this toy delivers endless action-packed, repeatable fun for dino rescue fans. Okay, yeah, I've expressed many times I really like that toy, but we've covered that, so let's see what's new. First, Dino theme vehicles. Okay, obviously. Go on exciting dino adventures with Chase, Marshall, Sky, Rebel, Rocky, and Zuma. These movie-exclusive themed vehicles feature dinosaur-inspired details, character-specific tools, and rugged wheels that can conquer any terrain. $15.99 each. And then to illustrate, they've given us Sky with a little pterosaur. They don't actually make it immediately clear that this is a transforming vehicle, but I expect every kid who's going to buy it is going to know. Or badger mom to buy it, I should probably say. I kind of like that Sky's mold includes the backpack, which they don't always. And it's nice to see packaging with Marshall and Rex as the 2 main characters. That's a place where we almost always see Chase, so I guess he's tucked around the corner for once. We've seen this packaging design in the background of 1 or 2 images before, but this is the first time we're seeing it really clearly. I'm still not a huge fan of the scaly skin designs, and especially the kind of orange color, Timmy's skin, I guess, that we get along the bottom. But hey, it's gonna stand out on the shelf, that's for sure. Also note the iteration of the logo that doesn't have the little dino tail coming out of the bottom. I actually like that they have this more kind of straightforward and simple iteration, but still with the dino bone. Next, they talk about the Super Lava Blast playset, but there's no picture for this one. Still, it says, bring movie's key location to life with 360-degree play. Press the TNT box on the volcano to trigger a dramatic eruption, with lights, sounds, and flowing lava. Join Marshall on a thrilling mission. Fold out the hidden waterfall for a safe path, and clip Marshall onto the volcano to climb, all while building fine motor skills. This one retails for $50. But that actually gives us a very small morsel of information about the plot of the movie. We know that Humdinger, while mining, almost certainly for crystals, is going to set off the eruption, but we didn't know exactly how, and from this we can kind of assume it's by using big boxes of TNT. I also won't be surprised if this point about a safe path using a waterfall is going to be a scene from the movie. I'm wondering the kind of scale this toy will have, but I don't expect it will be super big. Next up is the Lift and Race Dino playset, and this one has the added bonus of a unique render from Marshall, with a very different proportional size to his vehicle from what we'll see in the movie, because this is modeled after the kind of Pup Squad Racer scale. The kind of toy you see is included in the package. So it says this 10-inch Brachiosaurus isn't just a dinosaur, it's the centerpiece of a rescue mission. Lift Marshall in his Pup Squad Racer, there you go, up the dinosaur's neck, click to release, and watch him zoom down the ramp with sensory feedback. With 2 ramps, vehicle storage, and a play area over 17 inches long, kids can roll, rescue, and imagine big adventures while building fine motor skills. Now, one thing I note here is that they call this a Brachiosaurus, while they've consistently called the giant inflatable dino you put on the back of Rocky's truck a Megasaurus. They obviously look very similar, but I wonder if there is some kind of differentiation that is carried over from the movie. Also, if you look carefully behind the sauropod head, you can see there's just a little tail and back of head poking out that belong to Rhubarb. That's probably a very cute little figure. Not sure I'd call this thing a must-have. It looks a little bit clunky, but I can definitely see kids having fun with it. Next come the plushes. Dino Movie plush. Inspired by PAW Patrol, the Dino Movie, these 6-inch and 9-inch plush feature pups in their vibrant movie uniforms, ready to recreate island missions at home or on the go. With soft fabrics and embroidered details, they're perfect for cuddling and storytelling. And it says they retail for $13 and $18 each. Now included is the picture of the Chase, who I think looks very cute, but this is not the first time we've seen him, because of course he was in the group picture from Spielwarenmesse, Messe, where all of the pups, except of course Rocky and Zuma, got their plushes revealed by Spin Master C-Suite guys and gals. Guys, gender neutral. And I don't think C-Suite is actually fully accurate in all cases. Oh, whatever. These sitting plushes are very cute, and I certainly want the Rex. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'll be collecting all of these. Next is the Gund Marshall Deluxe plush, and Good Housekeeping use this picture, though I have some doubts about that. Anyway, it says this large, huggable 10-inch plush features Marshall geared up and ready to rescue his dinosaur friends. Crafted with soft, spotted plush and a cuddly body. I'm really not sure how they use the word plush in this article, but anyway, Marshall stands in a heroic, adventure-ready pose. So, yeah, even though Good Housekeeping specifically put this image with the Marshall Deluxe plush, with the price to match, I think this is actually one of the 9-inch plushes, because this is not standing in a heroic, adventure-ready pose. I'm fairly sure the Deluxe plush is actually going to be much more in line with the Fire Rescue Deluxe plush we had for Season 11. And I consider this good news, because while the sitting plushes are cute, there's something about the more on-model standing plushes that seems, much more connected to how the pups are actually presented in the media. Anyway, it goes on, give his tummy a squeeze for a sensory surprise. He makes over 5 sounds, including dino roars and familiar noises from the movie. His pup badge also illuminates with a warm amber glow, which this one in the picture pretty categorically doesn't. Squeezing his belly for a dino roar is maybe a little bit odd, but if it's as nice as the Fire Rescue Deluxe plush, or even nicer, this is probably one I'm going to want to pick up. Finally, it covers the Melissa and Doug Dino Adventure roleplay. So, this is maybe the first major piece of PAW Patrol merch that's come from Melissa and Doug since Spin Master acquired them. It says this 16-piece playset is full of great story starters for imaginative dino missions. Includes double-sided mission cards with No Mess Water Wow trademark and Red Lens search and find activities, a pup pack for storage, a pup pad TM with Dino ID cards, a clip-on pup badge, a whistle, and a telescope. Okay, lots of bits and pieces, and the retail is $33. Now, the lurid colors of this theme are kind of a little bit at odds with the typical Melissa and Doug earthy aesthetic, and even though this is not something I would want, even when I was little, if you've raised the kind of kid who this appeals to, more power to you. Alright, the press release finishes. The PAW Patrol The Dino Movie toy collection will be available at all major retailers starting July 1st, 2026, alongside the film's exclusive theatrical release on August 14th, 2026, which is is stretching the word alongside a little bit. Produced by Spin Master Entertainment and distributed by Elevation Pictures in Canada and Paramount Pictures in the rest of the world. Alright, so that's the article, but there are a couple of other small items I'd like to have a quick look at. For example, we've now seen some of what's inside this activity book and magnetic playset plastic case thingy. I'm pretty tickled by there being a word search where the only word you're looking for is roar, which I think would suit Rex pretty nicely. And then there's also this spot the difference, which I hope doesn't go to press like this, because the answer they're clearly looking for is the middle image of Marshall, who has a yellow section on his helmet, but the two Marshalls on the right have a little bit of their ear clipped off in this current version of the image, so if that makes it to press, that would kind of infuriate me as a little kid. Then for another super tiny little plot morsel, let's look on the back of this sticker activity book. It says, after the PAW Patrol's ship gets caught in a storm, the team embarks on its most thrilling adventure yet. And that is actually new information for us. We know they get shipwrecked, it looks like a storm in the first couple of shots of the trailer, but it's still been to a degree speculative that a storm is what causes them to crash. Well, I think this pretty much confirms it. Alright, and that's our little merch roundup. Why not check out this video from yesterday of the renders and new information we got from the website of the new game? Or why not look back to here where we first saw these plushes at Spielwarenmesse and see some of the first details we managed to divine. Let me know what you think, but that's all for today, and I will see you guys again next time.